So I'm here on Caroline Street, aka Chippy Alley in Cardiff, which is a home for me because I was a student here and I used this alley to satisfy my hunger after a night out, which was lovely. And Dorothy's behind me was one of the places that I used to come to a lot. And a fun fact I learned today is Dorothy's is actually Cardiff's oldest fish and chip shop, and it's been going since 1954, which is mad. But we're not here to talk about fish and chips. We're here because I'm starting a brand new series on my YouTube channel called Louise Looks, where I look into the lives of amazing creatives who are making waves in their industry. So now we're going to meet Emily, who is a graphic designer, and she's got a wonderful office that she just transformed. So we're going to go and check that out, and we'll be there in just a sec. So I'm really excited to see what she's done with it. It's going to be sick. I want to do this as a career, I want to design things, because it's so creative what you do and how you pull your ideas together. It's so unique.
So in the beginning it was just like, oh, Emily likes drawing, and I would just draw all the time, constantly.
Yeah.
And then I think it was a mixture between like loving drawing and loving the internet, because obviously we're millennials and we were brought up on like MSN, Habbo Hotel, the beginning of social media. And I think we're really lucky actually to be in that generation, because especially if we're in this industry, because we understand social like more than anyone.
Oh yeah.
And we've seen it go from like nothing to like everything. So like that together, those two elements kind of turned into graphic design, I think.
You're passionate about skateboarding and you're passionate about music, so do you kind of bring that into the way you design? Has that always been something that you've wanted to do, is kind of bring those two loves into like how you design things?
Like always. Like when I first started designing, my main like drive was like, I really want to design for bands, like just bands that I like locally sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then, you know, after time, and I didn't have a full-time job, like design was my full-time job, I needed to, you know, get more money in, and obviously music industry is super hard to make money in initially when you're starting out, so yeah. I branched out into more corporate designs, but yeah, the real dream would be like skate design. That would be sick.
Yeah.
And I know that I can't ever expect my business to just be like a skate design business, but if I can even get one like client who's, I don't know, like a skate brand, that would just be sick.
So you want to be a graphic designer?
Want to learn how to play the harmonica?
When people think of corporate, sometimes they think, oh wow, it's going to be what they want. But that's nice that you're kind of showing that you can bring in a little bit of your work and your creativity in there as well, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I think it's always important to obviously let the client have what they want, but at the same time, I'm a designer, so I'm going to try and consult them in the best way that I can. And if I think there's a better solution than the one that they're suggesting, then I'll always make sure I'm like, yeah, but we could do this, we could do that. And a lot of the time people trust me and they listen to me and it's great. And then sometimes they don't, and it's just, yeah.
It's just like, okay, I'll just do it.
I'll do what you want.
Yeah, that's it.
That could look nice in like this room.
Oh yeah.
Do you reckon it could look nice in your house?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, it definitely looks. It definitely would.
I just wanted to make a design which would look okay in almost every room.
It would. Yeah. Living in London, I could see people on the tube with them, 100%.
Yeah.
With their like on the go coffee.
Oh, if you ever see someone,
I know, I'll be
send
like,
me a picture.
Yeah, I will.
I'd like that.
I know someone who designed that.
That would excite me. My Habbo Hotel experience was like, it was a lifestyle. Go to school, come home, play Habbo all night. That was it, that was just it. So I was using Microsoft Paint to like add additional clothes to the Habbo characters.
What advice would you give to someone that's looked at what you're doing and thinking, oh my gosh, I do graphic design, I want to start my own business, I want to do all of this stuff? What would you say to someone that was looking to do that?
When I first started, I was charging really small amounts of money for the work, but that was because I didn't have a huge portfolio. I didn't have like a huge amount of work to back me up. Whereas now people come to me because they've seen like a certain project or they've seen my website and they like specific elements of that. So then they instantly trust me. Whereas before, I had 3 jobs on the portfolio. They didn't know if I was actually capable of doing it for them. So yeah, I kept my prices nice and low, and I'd say to do that to start off with, but then also like know your worth. So if something's going to take you like an actual month of non-stop work, then you have to charge more than like £250 for a sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you've got to find the balance. Do you know what I mean? So I'd say just try and find the balance, believe in yourself, and just try and like enjoy what you're doing all the time too.
You've designed the logo for this brand new series. You're the first person
Can I show
on
it?
the series. Yeah, you can.
I can show it, can't
I'm
I?
excited, yeah. And you've shown me, and I'm really happy with it.
Louise looks nice bold logo. I wanted something that could look nice on screen and on print, and I think hopefully this will do the
It will
job.
be. I mean, again, like I said, like you know me and my style. So when I come at you with like what I would like, you know exactly what we're gonna do with it, and you know exactly what the project is. But I can't pronounce the place name of where it is. How do you pronounce it? It's
Pontland Frith.
Pontland Frith. Is that how you say it?
Poland fry.
Pontland Frith.
Pontland fry.
I made it complicated. I'm good.